Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The seventh part to be read on Sunday. And that you will bless him and his family in everyone who praises you and sanctifies you and worships you and magnifies you from the day that you created the world till the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family in every year which you created, from the day that you created them till the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family in all the clouds that pass, and that you will bless him and his family in all the winds that blow, from the day that you created the world till the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family in all the winds that stir or injure branches or trees or leaves, fruit and flowers, or anything that you have created on the surface of your earth, and whatever has been within your heavens from the day you created the world to the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you would bless him and his family in the waves of your seas, from the day you created the world till the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family over all the sand and pebbles and stones and clay that you have created, be it in the eastern or the western parts of the earth, in its plains, in its mountains, or in its valleys, from the day that you created the world until the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family through all the growth of the earth, be it near us or in its center, or in the east or west, in plain or mountain, be it tree or fruit or leaves or seed, of all that you have brought forth or that may come forth from it, of its produce or from its pools, from the day that you created the world till the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family in all that you have created, of men and of spirits, of good or evil, and in all that you createst of them, in the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family in every follicle of hair, on their limbs, on their faces, and on their heads, ever since you created the world till the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family in themselves and in their words and in their looks, from the day that you have created the world to the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family in every flight of spirit or footfall of man, from the day that you created the world to the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family in every animal that you have created on your earth, small or great, in all parts of the earth, east or west, both what is known and what is not known, except by you alone, from the day that you created the world to the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family in every one who has blessed him, or who has neglected to bless him, or shall bless him, till the day of resurrection, every day 1,000 times. And that you will bless him and his family in all the living creatures and birds and ants and bees and insects. And that you will bless him and his family in the night when it closes in, and in the light when it dawns. And that you will bless him and his family in the end and the beginning. And that you will bless him and his family from the time that he was an infant in the cradle until he attained maturity. And you received him to yourself as a witness approved for you to raise him again as an intercessor. And that you will bless him in all creation and in the good pleasure of your soul and the embellishment of your throne and the form of your words, and that you will bestow on him influence and favor, and rank and advancement, and the accessible fountain, and the honorable place, and prolonged authority, and that you will strengthen his evidence, and honor his achievements, and will advance his place, and will engage us, yes, you, our Master, in his law, and that you will allow us to die following his religion, and will unite us in his company and under his banner, and that you will cause us to be of his companions, and that you will lead us down to his fountain, and that you will give us to drink of his cup, and that you will let us profit by his love, and that you will be kind towards us, and that you will preserve us from all trials and troubles, and from temptations, be they seen or secret, and that you will have compassion on us, and will pardon us, and forgive both of us, all the believing men and believing ladies, and Muslim men and Muslim ladies, those who are alive and those who have died. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds. He is my surety. Verily, he is the advocate. There is no power, no strength save in Allah, the Exalted, the Mighty. O Allah, bless our Master Muhammad and the family of our Master Muhammad, in the cry of the pigeons, in the flight of the birds, in the tread of cattle to their pasture, in the wearing of amulets, in the winding of turbans, in the sprouting and growth from the earth. O Allah, bless our Master Muhammad and the family of our Master Muhammad, in the brightness of the dawn, and in the murmur of the winds, and in the tramp of cattle, and in the succession of the mornings and the breezes, and in the wearing of swords, and the brandish of lances, and the health of every soul and spirit. O Allah, bless our Master Muhammad and the family of our Master Muhammad, in the rotation of the celestial bodies, in the overshadowing of darkness, and in the glorifying of angels. O Allah, bless our Master Muhammad and the family of our Master Muhammad, as you blessed our Master Abraham, and favor our Master Muhammad and the family of our Master Muhammad, as you did favor our Master Abraham and the family of our Master Abraham. In all the worlds, you are the all-praised, the all-glorious. O Allah, bless our Master Muhammad and the family of our Master Muhammad, wherever the sun rises, and in the performance of the 5 obligatory prayers, and where the lightning flashes, and the rain descends, and the thunder echoes. O Allah, bless our Master Muhammad and the family of our Master Muhammad, in the fullness of the heavens and the earth, and in the fullness of all that is between the two, and whatever you will to exist beyond them. O Allah, even as he advanced himself in the robe of apostleship, and delivered creation from ignorance, and made war on the tribes given over to infidelity and error, and addressed his prayers to your unity, and endured hardships in the guidance of your servants. So grant him, O Allah, his request, and let him acquire whatever he aspires for, and let him have influence and grace and an exalted rank, and raise him to the honorable place that you have promised him, for you do not change whatever is ordained. And O Allah, make us to be of those who follow his law, those who unite themselves in his love, and allow themselves to be under his guidance and his form of life, and attach us to his law, and do not refuse us the favor of his intercession, and include us among his followers, those shining with light, with his foremost companions and his comrades on the right hand. O you, the compassionate, the merciful. O Allah, bless the angels and those who have access to your presence, and your prophets and those who are sent forth, and the nations of your obedience each one and all, and make us to share in the blessing of them amongst those who share your mercy. O Allah, bless our Master Muhammad, who was recalled from Tihama in an honorable employment and upright life, and intercession for the sinful people in the courts of the resurrection. O Allah, grant for our sakes to our Prophet, our intercessor, our beloved, one favor and blessing and perfect peace, and recall him to his honorable and distinguished place, and give him favor and influence and exalted rank, which you have ordained for him in the tremendous place of the judgment. And give him, O Allah, a blessing continual, effective, that will continue always and forever. O Allah, bless him and his family whenever the lightning flashes, or the rising sun spreads his light, or the evening darkens, or when the rains pour down, and bless him and his family in the space of the sky and of the plains, and as it were the stars of heaven, and in every drop of rain and every stone. And bless him and his family with a blessing that cannot be reckoned or numbered. O Allah, bless him in the embellishment of your throne and the extent of your favor, and in the form of your words, and in the bounds of your mercy. O Allah, bless him and his family and his wives and his offspring, and show favor to him and his family and his wives in marriage and his offspring, as you showed blessing and favor on our Master Abraham and the family of our Master Abraham. For you are all praiseworthy, the illustrious. And reward him for us with the most bounteous reward that you have given to prophets of his creed. And let us be of those who enjoy your guidance in the path of his law, and guide us through his guidance, and receive us into his religion, and unite us in the day of a very great alarm with the faithful in his company, and devote us to his love and the love of his family and his companions and his descendants. O Allah, bless our Master Muhammad, the most favored of your prophets, and the noblest of your elect, and the leader of your saints, and the seal of your prophets, and the one beloved of the Lord of the worlds, and the witness of messengers, and intercessor for sinners, and master of all the sons of Adam, honored in remembrance amongst the angels who have the privilege of access. He, the evangelist, the messenger of warning, the shining lamp, so sincere, so faithful, the truth, so explicit, so benevolent, so merciful, the guide towards the straight path, whom you has gifted the 7 oft-repeated verses, even the mighty Quran. Prophet of mercy and guide to religion, the first for whom you will open up the earth, that he enter paradise, the one supported by Gabriel and Michael, blessing and peace on both of them, he of whom there are tidings in the Torah and the Gospel, the elect one, chosen and preferred, the father of Qasim, Muhammad, the son of Abdullah, the son of Abdul Muttalib, the son of Hashim. O Allah, bless your angels and those who have the privilege of access, who offer praises night and day without ceasing and without reluctance to Allah, which is their task, and they do as they are ordered. And O Allah, even as you have chosen them for interpreters to your prophets, and sureties for your revelation, and witnesses to your creation, and have opened for them the curtains of your tabernacle, and have revealed to them your secret realm, and have chosen from among them guardians for your paradise and bearers of your throne, and have made them the chief of your hosts, and have favored them above men, and have made their dwelling place the highest heaven, and have kept them free from sins of disobedience and worldliness, and have purified them from imperfections and defect. Yes, bless them with an eternal blessing, whereby you will enhance them in grace, and will help us thereby to entreat pardoning aid in the praise of the one only, Allah. And O Allah, bless whose hearts you have enlightened, and entrusted them with your wisdom, and qualified them for your prophecy, and sent down to them your book, and have guided your creation by their means, so that they have addressed their prayers to your unity, and yearn for your promise, and fear your threats, and journey on your road, and persevere in your religion and in your guidance, and bestow on them, O Allah, perfect peace, and on us bestow through prayer to them a great reward. O Allah, grant to our Master Muhammad and the family of our Master Muhammad a continuous and acceptable blessing, wherein for our sakes you will aid his mighty faith. O Allah, bless our Master Muhammad, the man of beauty and honor, and slenderness and perfection, and radiance and light, and male servants and houris, and lofty chambers and palaces, and of grateful speech and acceptable heart, and of famous knowledge, leader of the victorious host, and the father of sons and daughters, the husband of pure wives, who was exalted to the grade of honor, and so the well Zamzam, and the place of favor, the station of Abraham, and to the sacred enclosure, and to the aversion for sins, and the nurture of orphans, and the pilgrimage to Mecca, and the art of reciting the Quran, and the praise of the Merciful One, and the fast of Ramadan, and the folded banner, and generosity and honor, and the one true to his promise, he, the man of affection and ardent desire, the muleteer, the nobleman, at the cistern and with his sword, the prophet ever persistent, speaking clearly on the rules laid down in the book, the prophet, the servant of Allah, the prophet, the treasure of Allah, the prophet, the argument of Allah, the prophet whom whoever obeys, indeed he does obey Allah, and whoever rebels against him, indeed he rebels against Allah, the Arabian prophet, of the Quraysh, of the well of Zamzam, of Mecca, of Tihama, the man of noble features, bright black eyes, and oval cheeks, destined for the streams and fountains of paradise, victorious over the discontented, ruin of the infidels, slaughtering the idolaters, guide of the white shining ones to the gardens of delight, and the famous comrade of Gabriel, blessings and peace be on him, envoy of the Lord of the worlds, intercessor for the sinners, and limitless cloud of mercy, a lamp in darkness, and like the moon at the full. The blessing of Allah be on him and on his elect family, of the purest character, a continuous blessing unto eternity, that never fails, the blessing of Allah on him and his family, a blessing of which the joy will renew itself and proclaim his honor in the appointed day of his return to life and resurrection. And the blessing of Allah be on him and on his family, those rising stars, a blessing that will descend on them in most liberal aid, and that will flow in streams. And you sent him from the deserts of Arabia as the scale of justice, and manifested his perspicuity, and augmented his eloquence, and increased his power, and exalted him to a place of honor, and gave grace to his language, the one who defended their rights, and cured their antipathies, and instructed them in modesty, and in such thoughts as nature advises, and spread Islam, and caused the destruction of idols, and the establishment of authorities, and the enclosure of the sanctuary, and spread favors to the entire world. Allah bless him and his family in every assembly and place with the highest blessing and peace. Allah bless him and his family ever and anon with a blessing that will be a treasure and a refreshment. Allah bless him and his family with a blessing perfect and pure. Allah bless him and his family with a blessing that will ever be followed by a breath and fragrant air, and attended by forgiveness and favor. Allah bless most graciously the families who benefit by him, and the chiefs who take names from him, and the moons that take their light from the brightness of his forehead. Truly the clouds and the rivers waste away at the generosity of his right hand. Our Master and Prophet and Patron, Muhammad, at the splendor of his signs, the hills and the valleys are bright, while at his wonders and at his signs, the book speaks and the traditions verify themselves. Allah bless him and his family and his companions, who left their friends to aid him, and who aided him in his immigration. Yes, verily blessed be those who shared the immigration and who gave him help. A blessing ever increasing, everlasting, while the doves coo in their woods, and the set and steady rains pour down in torrents. May Allah forever double his blessing upon him. O Allah, bless our Master Muhammad and his family, so good, so noble. A blessing increasing that will endure to a blessing in eternity, full of majesty and honor. O Allah, bless our Master Muhammad, who is himself the pivot of honor, and the sun of inspiration and prophecy, and the guide from error, and the savior from ignorance. Allah bless him in perfect peace, a blessing that continues an unbroken stream of blessing, following in the succession of days and nights.